Personality is just insecurity. Personality is just insecurity, man. Most of it. When you actually think about it, when you actually stop to look at people anywhere, you could be anywhere. At your job, your friends, when you're hanging out, strangers at the coffee shop, at the library, at the gym, you know, even your family, especially at like family get togethers and stuff like that. Just watch people, man. Just watch people and like how they how they act, what they say, what they're saying. There's a quality to when somebody is acting genuine, when their motive, when the motive for what they're saying is pure. And usually it's a subtle kind of quality to it. It's not as gaudy. It's not as in your face. It's not as pronounced. It just is what it is. It's just very matter of fact, sort of. And yes, like people have all different types of, if you're talking about different types of personality, you're talking about real personality, like the genuine who people are, which is not the personality that I'm talking about in this video. That is basically just all a show and it's just all insecurity. But the real kind of personality, yeah, there's a ton of them. And they express themselves in different ways. But even when that's expressing itself, even when they're expressing themselves from a genuine, authentic point, um, the quality is different. You know, it's never gonna feel like it's domineering. Like it's dominating like it wants to dominate. Not that it's dominating the room, but that it's like oppressive in a way. You know, you ever have those people that like you're just in a room, it could be a group of people, and like somebody is just, you know, the center, somebody's kind of dominating the room in a way, but it's not, everybody's just kind of going along with it, but like nobody's actually listening to them too much or intrigued by them too much, or what they're saying is not, you know, particularly meaningful or insightful or profound or anything like that. Everything's just still very just much on a superficial level, like nothing real is being said. You guys know the conversations that I'm talking about. I mean, the conversations. They're at every party that you go to, every family get together. Most of the stuff you hear at work, it's just everybody talking about like their lives and like material stuff. It's mostly just material stuff, or it's like light jokes, usually sexual innuendos, or political jokes, or just jokes made to, display how funny someone is, or intelligent, or whatever that they are. The the conversations are just, you feel like you've had them before. Like these are the types of conversations where you've like, okay, this is a different room, it's different people, but it's the same conversation, right? I've had this conversation before. I've heard these words before. I've seen this type of guy before, makes the jokes and acts silly. And I've seen this girl before, very different. She wants to be, sort of masculine in a way, very, very hard, and could be lesbian. I don't know. Has a very lesbian vibe to her. You know, you get all the different personalities, right? It's a different room, different people, but the conversation is still just as like you can only be in so many rooms and with so many people that are different and hear the same conversation and the same jokes and the same, superficial sort of just banter, right? How's work going? Or, oh, my buddy, he did this over the weekend. He says that this is really great. Oh, this is the next big stock. Or, oh, my boy Jerry, he fishes on the weekends, and he's just killing it over down by blah 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 blah. And oh my God, she said this the other day in the office, and I was just like, I can't believe it because you did these with these slides and all. It's just garbage. A lot of it's just garbage, you know. I can sit in these rooms and literally just, yeah, I don't want to participate in any of this. I don't. Yeah, I don't want to talk about any of this. I don't care. It's not interesting. You're just another, everybody in these rooms is like you're just another one of 8 billion that's just blah. Until you realize that there's a deeper level here and infinitely, right? Infinitely, there's infinitely deeper levels to this game. And you're still stuck on like level 1 or level 2. Still talking about, what the porch that Dan's building, 2 streets down. And it's just like, I don't care about that, bro. I don't care about that, bro. But like, this is just 99% of the rooms and conversations that are going on in society nowadays. Every single day, there's probably trillions. Trillions? Would that be right? Probably not trillions, because there's more than one person in a room, and there's 8 billion people on the planet, so that math doesn't check out. But there's billions of these, maybe hundreds of millions of these rooms and conversations going on a day all across the world, And like nothing is really being said, It's just all, it's like it's all, it's the superficialities that kind of like, it's almost like everybody's just kind of playing the game, like seeing who has some value in this room, like who's got some value, who can I use in this room, like who's, oh, he's got a good job, okay, like I'll make a note of that. Or oh, this guy's really good in softball, okay, like maybe it'd be good for the softball league or whatever. Oh, this girl, she knows a lot about I don't know, Excel or something. Or she knows a lot about, she has a great LinkedIn profile, or she knows a lot about like, what do you call it? Marketing, or there's another, is it marketing? I guess it is, but she just has tons of circles in different areas. Yeah, she's a good one to keep around. She seems like charismatic and, articulate. It's kind of just that stuff, And then every now and again, you just got the person that's in there that's standing there and just like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck are y'all doing? You're still doing this? You're still doing this, man. It's like most things that I go to, even like, social things that I go to, whether it's like a Super Bowl party or It could be like a football game or a baseball game or a UFC fight or a boxing fight. Just get the boys together, do one of these things. It's like um, usually it's just if I have a friend there, I only have like maybe two or three like really good friends, maybe two, but I'll keep them there, or I'll go with them there, you know, and that'll be good, that'll be fun. But if it's like a group of people, and I'm going somewhere for, you know, because like somebody brought me along or somebody, invited me here, invited me there, or whatever. It's usually I only go to the things because I actually want, like, I'm there for the event itself, you know? Like, I just want to see the fight. Like, I just want to see somebody get knocked out. Or, I just want to see this live game, you know? Or I want to do this. I want to play this sport or do this activity or whatever. That sounds cool. And I guess maybe the small hope that like there might be somebody there that's sane, that's actually seen through most of the BS that people are still caught up in, but that never happens really. Um, but yeah, personality is just, it kind of got really off the rails there, but personality is just, it's mostly just insecurity, you know? Everybody's trying to hide the person that they really are, really, is kind of what I get. And it's like very obvious once you start to sort of read people's energy better. And you can just kind of tell just by like how they, if they're like shifty or if they like talk a lot or what they're saying, like do they have efficiency in what they're saying? Do they waste words? Are they saying a lot of things that are just like irrelevant? Like a lot of people just have this like sort of fluff dialogue where they're saying just a ton of things, but there might be maybe two sentences in like, a 5 minute span where like they actually said something um, that was helpful or maybe representative of the group or sort of contributed in a real way or made everybody feel connected or maybe got a laugh or something, but or maybe even showed some, dare I say it, some genuine part of them. My goodness. But most of the time it's just fluff. People are just they're just fluff. They're just speaking a bunch of crap, and I'm just kind of waiting, just kind of waiting for maybe like people will be talking, right? And they're just, it's fluff. Eyes are moving different directions and touching body and all this stuff, and I'm just kind of waiting for you to just can you just settle? Can you just settle for me? Can you just look at me? Can you stop moving? Shut your mouth. And maybe just say something real. But that never really happens. That's okay. That's just kind of where most people are at. That's I mean, it is what it is, but but yeah, it's like they're hiding this, because a lot of people I've alluded to this on my other videos, but a lot of people have inner work to do. That means that they struggle with a lot of like addictions. Um, they're dependent on they're very energy starved, like core energy starved. They're dependent on external forms of energy to get them through the day. and they're not getting the proper signals sent to their brain. So they're basically just living in la la land because they're not actually feeling the pain that they're in. They're not feeling the bad emotions that are flooding their system, that their brain is trying to flood their system with, but they keep blunting it and keep numbing it with, like, alcohol or nicotine or weed or scrolling or attention from different men, on all the different apps for women, or porn for men too. And everybody just wants to be distracted, and so they end up just very, they want to feel good all the time, and they're kind of just holding this thing up, but really inside there's a lot of brokenness, a lot of things that they need to work on. And but it is, for as much people try to hide it, when they go out in public, they wear the nice thing, they wear the right sweater vest with the khakis and the watch, and they, do the hair and the nice part, and they maybe spray some cologne, and they they're feeling good, they popped a Xanax, or maybe not a Xanax, they wouldn't do that, would they? Maybe. But they like slammed an energy drink before, and they're feeling good, they're feeling hopped up. And then a couple beers in, they're feeling, maybe they were nervous before, but now they're feeling all right. You know what I mean? And it's like, even though you may feel good, I can see, just by all your mannerisms and the way that you look at me, or what your body language is saying, what your tone of voice, the quickness of your words, the quality of your words, what you're actually saying, how much of it is fluff or not. It can tell if there's like a lot of inefficiencies in the organism that's like, standing across from me. Like if you are really underneath, like if you are really this persona that you're putting up, this neat sort of package, or if there's a lot of things to be done still, kind of where you're at. I'm not saying that I'm perfect or anything. I'm not, but I at least have some awareness to be able to like sense these things in others. Whereas a lot of people are just caught up in this whole game, this whole facade. Just trying to be like fake. Just like the personality, put up the ego personality, say the right jokes, the jokes that you've made in, thousands of other different rooms many years before, all the years before this that came up to this. And, in every single room that you were in, you heard one guy make another joke, and you added that to your repertoire, and now you're basically just sort of an amalgam of different guys' jokes and different sweater vests and different rooms and different parties from years past. But yeah, personality is mostly very, you'll notice, like, especially when people are trying to get to know each other, it's especially gaudy. It's especially just lurid. Just, somebody turn down the lights. Somebody dim this place. My goodness, it's lurid as in here. All these people just trying to personality spam the room. Everybody just wants to say something, a little quip, something cute, something funny, something intelligent, something different, something off ball. You know it when there's substance to it. Like, when somebody has substance to them. People with substance, like, they're not going to walk around rooms like acting fake. They're not going to try to be in your face. They're not going to try to act like somebody they're not. You're not going to get like a lot of desperation drip from them. Sometimes people around you, you can kind of just sense the desperate drip off of them in certain ways, in certain things that they say. And a lot of it is like, what needs to be said? Because a lot of the times there's not really much that needs to be said. And maybe people, maybe there just is a lot that needs to be said on the superficial level because, people have to, I don't know, they have to like get to know each other or something. But I don't know, for me, I just, all that stuff is mostly just boring. I kind of want to get to the meat of it fairly quickly. I kind of want to get down to the real, let's get down a couple levels. Get to level 4, level 5, like immediately. Let's see what you actually are. Let's see what you're working with here. You know, can we have real conversations? If not, then all the other stuff about, all your jokes and all your little quips and little things about your personality, well, that doesn't really do anything for me. You know, it's not particularly interesting. But you can kind of sense when somebody says something. I swear there's people like that. I've had people, that are around me, and I swear they're sensing it too. I've had people that there's some depth there. They're few and far in between, but I can recognize depth. At least that. I can at least recognize the amount of depth that I have in myself. You know what I mean? I can recognize that in other people. And there are some people, they're rare, but they are out there. And they have a depth to them. And you'll be in the room with them, and then, there'll be 3 other people that are just trying to, display the person, sell the personality, this is me. Yeah, we get it. We get it. We get it, bro. We get it, bro. Yeah. We get what you're doing. But like, they don't see it. They don't see it as that. They're just still like, it's funny. It's funny. But yeah, I'd be around that person, and they're just like, it's almost I can sense they're thinking the same exact thing. They're just like, fuck. Just another one. It's almost like sometimes I feel like you can get a lot more from people by, it's like you can tell more by a person by what they don't do, what they don't say, what they don't do, than what they do. I can tell a lot more about a person just by what they do, like action wise. Don't talk. Don't talk. You don't need to talk to me. I'll watch you. You know, I'll see what you do. How about that? That'll tell me a lot more. That'll tell me a lot more. See how you handle certain situations. See how you interact with others. I'll just watch. I don't even have to hear a goddamn word. That'll tell me a lot more. You know? But everybody's just fluff, man. Everybody's just fluff. I don't know. I don't have much more to say. That's it. That's the video.